What you're looking at here is a 1985 Pontiac Trans AM canary yellow. Now I actually, all original paint. I actually detailed the paint here. This is all original. I actually did half of the car on the left side. As you see the hood here, hopefully it comes out on this camera, it should, but the right side of the hood, which is the left side inside the car, I actually polished and did, and the right side is the original. Okay, this car sat for over 3-4 years, actually 4 years. I didn't do the bumper yet on the front, but outside this car is totally original. As you see, the headlight here is white, and that's original. This was actually replaced, but I have the original cover that I will put on sometime soon. Has the original optional larger style rims. These are BF Goodrich TA radials, and they're actually new old stock, and they're in great shape. They're pretty much 90% brand new. Okay, get a view of that before. As you come down, the body on total car is straight all the way around, except for, I'll show you the rear quarter panel. Now I did this side of the car. T-tops are in great shape. I did this side of the car all the way down the back. As you can see on the back here, where the rain bubbled up, where I actually did the buffing and done, and where it hasn't been done, you can see also on the top here where it hasn't been done, you can see the paint just being smoothed over, and of course bubbling, to let you know that I actually did this side of the car. Now guys, this, like I said, she's totally original on the outside, and the motor is totally original also. Now she has a 305 4 barrel, not the TPI, it's the 4 barrel. But she is actually, there are a couple things that were actually done to the motor. Now this is what I was telling you about here. This is the only side of the car where the quarter panel here has been pushed in. I will get that fixed. Other than that, this is the side that I did not buff the paint on. You can see the difference, hopefully. Little bump right there, that can actually come out also. But other than that, the guys, the body is straight on the car, except for a little bump here. The molding on the door has to be changed. That's a common thing that happens with these cars. Especially this is, remember, this is 1985. This is not your later ones. Most of the time, if you still, the ones you still see on the road most of the time, okay, will be 90% of the time they'll be 1980, 87 through 92. Chances of seeing 82 through 85 is a little harder these days, unless you know someone who has one to, you know, drive it so and so. Or most of these cars have been flogged into the ground and done. Door hinges do need to be replaced. Don't mind the mess here, still have to clean her out. Seat covers, etc. Door panels are in great shape. Need to be cleaned, but they're in great shape. Let's get inside. Door hinges need to be replaced on both sides, as usual with these older Camaros. This body period, they went bad after so many years. Door panel on this side is in great shape also. Seat covers on the seats. Don't mind the junk, but the seat covers are on the seats are Trans Am, actually Trans Am seat covers on the seats, guys. 4-speed automatic. Like I said, it's not fully loaded, but it has 90% of the options. AC, etc. It's all that. The beautiful dash that these cars had, the big 4-pod dash. The original 85 mile per hour speedometer. That's how it was back in the day. And these cars had limiters on them also. 111,000 original miles, 111,408 as it sits right now. This car sat for over 4 years. There's your tack, typical stuck tack that happens and actually has to be rotated right there. Right in the cowl in there, there's an area where the tack armor sits. I got to turn that and play with that a little bit just to get that going. Everything else works. The beautiful gauges on the dash here. Of course you have gas, of course you have temperature. All the usual things you have. Your amperage. Dashboard is in great shape. There is a few cracks on it. But other than that, it's actually in good shape. A little chunk taken out of the corner there. But other than that, it's fine. The only issue with the door panel, like I said, the only issue with the door panel is there's a little tear here, as you can see, right in there. Original steering wheel. Dash, power windows, they work. T-top car. Now it has the optional over-the-head kit with that crazy trip meter. Now this will be redone, the headliner. It's a common thing that goes on too with these cars with the sun hitting it. It does have the tint window version, so at nighttime it's actually like, you know, it's a mirror at nighttime. That was a nice option for the model here also. Now guys, the only thing, like I said, this car has the L69 engine. It's not the TBI. It's not the fuel injection, which was, a lot of people said it was junk back then. But you know, if you have one, upgraded injectors really made those things nice. It's just that they had injector problems, etc. Upgrading the injectors to high quality ones, you know, really made a difference with those cars. They're not junk. It's just that, you know, when they ran stock with the injectors, that's the way they were. This is a carbureted version 305. It's basically turned into a high output model. This has a larger car, 650 CFM carburetor that was actually put on this car, and it was from a early 70s high performance car. I will get the details on that, on what car it came from. 650 CFM. It's a quadrijet. It came off a Chevy or Pontiac. Actually, it came off a Camaro. The EGR system on this car, on the motor also, and some of the other things did come from a Camaro. I think came from a 80, same year Camaro, 85, if I'm not mistaken. So, okay guys, this is a WS6 package car also. It's not, you know, one of those models that didn't have posi rear, etc. I can actually prove that. I do have a video also, guys, if you want to see it, check it out. I have a video where I actually had the car running. This car did sit for, like I said, 4 years or longer. So I have a video of the car just idling. You know, like I said, it has a bump timing also with the larger carburetor, original stock exhaust and etc. Larger 2.5 options, etc. Now guys, this is a Van Nuys California car. You have the canary yellow paint, which is a rare option. You don't see a whole lot of Trans Ams with the yellow paint, okay, with the charcoal gray bottom. So this is pretty much a rare model.